Okay. In the top stories, agriculture sector records strong growth under Minister Samuel Duggins. The Bahamas records historic 12.5 million visitors in 2025, and President Lai meets Micron CEO to strengthen Taiwan-US supply chain. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Major Newscast. Today is Friday, the 30th day of January, and I am Jasmine Thomas. First on the local scene, the Honorable Samuel Duggins, Minister with responsibility for agriculture, fisheries and marine resources, says governing requires balance and dedication, especially in front-facing ministries like agriculture. With over 1,000 registered farmers and fishers, thousands of small businesses, and numerous athletes and community members, Minister Duggins leads a portfolio that touches countless lives across St. Kitts and Nevis. The minister highlights that under his leadership, the past 3 years have seen major progress, including the operationalization of the national hatchery, the delivery of old chicks to farmers, and the development of greenhouse villages, with 25 greenhouses planned for completion by April. Agri-night markets and agricultural open days have reached new scales, while the Department of Fisheries revenue has risen from $9 million to nearly $20 million, reflecting real impact and support for farmers and fishers. Minister Duggins stresses that despite criticism from some corners, the facts speak for themselves. Progress is being powered through dedicated leadership, strategic investments, and the focus on sustainable development and food security across the country. Descartes Home was the recent recipient of a monetary gift from local philanthropist Victor Williams. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Curtis Martin, accepted a check in the amount of 5,000 East Caribbean dollars. Mr. Williams indicated that the gift was a celebration of his 70th birthday, which was on the 23rd of December 2025. Permanent Secretary Martin took the opportunity to encourage other like-minded people to continue to give to worthy causes. The amount of the contribution is not as important as the spirit of giving, whether singularly or collectively. Mr. Williams was assured by the Permanent Secretary that the contribution will be put to good use for the 2026 Garden Homes Renovation and Improvement Project. He also wished Mr. Williams many more years of good health and blessings. The St. Kitts Nevis Defense Force Band is set to undergo a 6-week comprehensive musical training program led by renowned Minnesota musician Craig Peterson. Mr. Peterson, who has been involved in music since the age of 8 and holds a degree in music education, has also served with the United States Air Force Band. He currently performs with 2 community bands and serves as a music conductor. The training, which began on Wednesday, 28 January, is held during the band's regular rehearsals at Camp Springfield. The program aims to enhance technical proficiency, musical cohesion, and overall performance standards. Captain Sylvester Charles, band director and acting commander Major Coyote Sutton, expressed sincere appreciation to Mr. Peterson for his expertise and dedication to the development of the St. Kitts Nevis Defense Force Band. This initiative is part of an annual training program run by the SKNDF since 2010, reflecting their commitment to professionalism in national ceremonies, military parades, and other major events. We now take a look at news on the regional scene. The Bahamas has recorded a historic tourism milestone, welcoming a record 12.5 million visitors in 2025, according to figures released by the Ministry of Tourism, Investments and Aviation. The total represents the highest number of visitors ever recorded by the country and marks an 11.4% increase over 2024. Arrivals also exceeded pre-pandemic 2019 levels by more than 70%. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, Chester Cooper, described the achievement as a defining moment for the industry, citing strong confidence in the destination and continued economic benefits for Bahamas. Cruise tourism remained the primary driver of growth, accounting for more than 86% of total arrivals. Sea arrivals surpassed 10.6 million visitors, supported by expanded cruise infrastructure and new partnerships. Several islands recorded strong performances, including Abaco, which saw its highest visitor arrivals on record, and Grand Bahama, where total arrivals exceeded 1 million for the first time in more than 2 decades. Air arrivals also showed resilience, with nearly 1.7 million foreign air visitors recorded during the year. Canada emerged as a key growth market following expanded air services. The Director General of Tourism, Latia Duncombe, said the record-breaking performance reflects the strength of Brand Bahamas and the country's market positioning. The ministry says it remains focused on sustainable tourism development, infrastructure expansion, and ensuring that continued growth delivers lasting benefits across the Bahamas. And Antigua and Barbuda recorded a strong showing in cruise tourism Wednesday, welcoming more than 10,000 passengers as 6 vessels docked across the country's ports. Figures from Antigua Cruise Port show an estimated 10,300 passengers and about 3,800 crew members arrived in St. John's, Falmouth, and Barbuda, providing a boost to local businesses, vendors, and tour operators. The largest ship, MSC Virtuoso, carried 5,149 passengers and 1,684 crew, joined by Valiant Lady, Brilliance of the Seas, and 3 smaller vessels. Passengers spent the day exploring heritage attractions, beaches, shopping districts, and participating in organized tours across the islands. Tourism officials say days like this highlight growing confidence in Antigua and Barbuda as a cruise destination capable of hosting both mega ships and luxury vessels. Cruise tourism continues to be a key pillar of the national economy, supporting employment and generating income for communities as the country prepares for a busy cruise season ahead. We now take a look at news on the international scene. President Lai Ching-te of Taiwan met with Sanjay Mehrotra, CEO of U.S.-headquartered Micron Technology, Inc., at the presidential office in Taipei on January 29. President Lai spoke about building a more resilient and a competitive supply chain to secure a prosperous future for both Taiwan and the United States. Micron has operated in Taiwan for more than 3 decades, investing over 1.2 trillion new Taiwan dollars, approximately 38.2 billion US dollars, and employing more than 10,000 people. The company recently received subsidies from the Ministry of Economic Affairs A+ program, which will support investment, expand the production capacity, and accelerate research and development in high bandwidth memory over the next 3 years. President Lai also highlighted a letter of intent between Micron and Taiwan's Powerchip Semiconductor Manufacturing Corporation, a move aimed at strengthening competitiveness in the computer memory sector. Officials say the meeting reflects continued confidence in Taiwan as a strategic partner in the global technology market. And the Israeli military has acknowledged that approximately 70,000 Palestinians were killed during the war in Gaza, confirming figures previously reported by the Palestinian Ministry of Health. According to local media, Israeli officials said the number does not include those missing, and an effort is underway to determine how many of the dead were civilians or militants. The Palestinian Health Ministry reported a total of 71,667 killed and 171,343 injured since the start of the conflict, including nearly 500 killed after the ceasefire in mid-October. Earlier in the war, Israel cast doubt on the health ministry's figures, but senior officials have privately referenced similar death tolls. The Israeli Defense Force have not released official casualty data, stating that any publication will come through official channels. This acknowledgement comes more than a year into the conflict, marking a significant moment in the ongoing efforts to account for the human cost of the war. We now take a look at the weather. Present weather across St. Kitts and Nevis, partly cloudy skies. Winds, a gentle breeze of 10 miles per hour from the east. Seas are 1.2 to 1.8 meters or 4 to 6 feet. The weather today, partly sunny with a slight chance, 10% chance of showers. The same is for this evening. Sunset this evening will be at about 6:06, and sunrise tomorrow is set for approximately 15 minutes before 7. That brings us to the end of the Midday Major Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jasmine Thomas. God bless you.